changes that 2K end up doing to shooting after patch, it seemed like they end up trying to make the shooting a little bit easier for being able to shoot with the button. But today I'm going to be giving you a lot of different jump shots, no matter if you want to build with a low 3-point rating or a high 3-point rating. It don't matter if you're 5'9", it don't matter if you're 7'3". There's something in today's jump shot video that will help you end up knocking down your shots, but also finding a shot that fits your play style. Y'all know when it comes to these jump shot videos, there's a lot of information in it when it comes to the jump shots and the basics, so make sure y'all boys pay attention, because the first thing we're going to talk about is hotspots. And hotspots this year is very important no matter what build you on. If you want to build with a 65 3-pointer, 85 3-pointer, or even 99, it definitely helps a lot. And I'm going to teach y'all how to end up getting hotspots very easily on NBA 2K25. So you're going to end up hopping in my career, change your settings to these NBA games to rookie. You can play between 5 to 7 minutes. I preferably like to play on 7 minutes so I can be able to get all my hotspots by shooting at least 20 shots each spot and shooting around 70%. And some of you guys might notice that a lot of people do dribble pull-ups in NBA 2K25 the same way it was in like 2K22 and 2K23. Now dribble pull-ups this year, you have to be starter 4 to get certain animations, and those animations are ones that a lot of people are looking for and they think they're coming out later in the seasons. So if you're starter 4, you can unlock Kobe Bryant dribble pull-up. Now one of the best dribble pull-ups in the game that you would wish you could have if you're not starter 4, or even if you want to use Devin Booker. These two are starter 4 animations that a lot of people want to have on their builds, but if you're someone that's not starter 4, there's still some good alternatives that you can use for dribble pull-ups, fadeaways, and one of them is Pro. Now this is more of your preference. I like using Pro here and there, but I'm mostly like a Pro 2 user. Pro 2 is cool, but Pro is the one that you got to get a feel to. It got a good sway to the right and left. Normal 2 is more for like my bigger builds. If you're on a 6'7" or something like that and you don't like Pro 2, I prefer you use normal 2, especially if you're on a 6'10" or 7-footer, use normal 2. But when it comes to Pro 2 is similar to the Kobe, similar to the Devin Booker, but a little bit faster, but it doesn't create too much space, but it definitely is a great one to use. Then you got Kevin Durant, one of my favorites, especially with bigger builds like 6'10s to 7-footers. Definitely recommend you use Kevin Durant dribble pull up, or even use the normal 2 as the top 2. But Dirk Nowitzki is up there as well. If you don't like Kevin Durant one, you can try this if you don't like the Kevin Durant or the normal 2, but it does have a special animation he does. Now for my small guards, if you don't like the Pro 2, the Pro, or any of the other ones, and you don't get starter 4 animations, you could try Trae Young. And the thing about Trae Young fade, it's not really consistent how it was in like 2K22 and 2K23. But for the best bases in NBA 2K25 for my small guards from 5'9" to 6'4", y'all should already know Cam Thomas is up there. If you're not a starter 4, if you're someone that does not have the starter 4 unlocks and can't get Patty Mills, or you can't get KPJ, this is one of the best bases you can use. But now if you're someone that is starter 4, Patty Mills is that one. Patty Mills is still good like NBA 2K24. You just got to get some good releases with it and you end up putting them blending, you will be great. Then you got Kevin Porter Jr., somewhat like the 2K23 release. It's a little bit different, but nothing too crazy. They didn't nerf it like how they did in 2K24. And then you got Stephen Curry. The thing about Stephen Curry, it is kind of awkward when it comes to his base, because sometimes on the catch and shoot animation, you might get a hitch. Then you got Allen Iverson. I told y'all about Allen Iverson multiple times, literally almost every jump shot video. If you like T-Mac jump shot and you a guard, use Allen Iverson. Then you got Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a very useful one to end up using. It is a little bit slower than all the other jump shots we use, but Kyrie Irving is up there. Kyle Lowry is underrated. I use Kyle Lowry on a lot of builds because I finally found the visual cue for it, and it's very consistent. Like once you end up getting the visual cue for Kyle Lowry, you'll be good, because a lot of jump shots visual cue is not good. You got to pay attention to the actual jump of the base. And if you someone like me in 2K24 that like JT Thor base, Jacoby Walter on a small guard is literally JT Thor from 2K24. Now Ja Morant is similar to the Kyle Lowry base, but he twists his body a little bit. So if you want to end up trying it out, I've been messing around with a little bit of the Ja Morant jump shot, but I would prefer that Kyle Lowry. But if you got a lower 3-point rating, try out the Ja Morant. Then you got KLJ. KLJ jump shot is a good little up and down. It's close to Cam Thomas, but it's not Cam Thomas. Then we got the John Stockton. Now with John Stockton, it's fast. I'm gonna tell you this now. If you use John Stockton, it's fast. I recommend you not to do max speed. Max speed on John Stockton is literally ridiculous to even try to even time it. Now that I just gave y'all some of the best bases you can use for small guards, I'm gonna give you some of the best jump shots you can end up putting together. Now, Kyle Lowry, like I told you, this is what I've been rocking with. I told y'all about the Luka Doncic actually release. It's a great visual cue to use. So we got Kyle Lowry, Oscar Robertson, Luka Doncic, 70-30, max speed, halfway between push and release. Now, if you want to end up going on push, you can. I do recommend you to try it on 70-30 or 60-40. It is a slight difference. When it comes to 70-30, you're gonna have a high arcing shot. When you go to 60-40, it's gonna be more low arcing shot when you end up doing it. Now, it's based on your preference. I would say keep it on max speed, but if you don't want to go max speed very quick, you still can put it on quick and it's still timeable when you end up doing that. Now, a lot of you guys, y'all used to the Cam Thomas. I'm used to the Cam Thomas jump shot, but I'm telling you, do not sleep on Ja Morant. Don't sleep on Kyle Lowry. Don't sleep on the Jacoby Walters. Those bases are bases that a lot of people are now just getting hit to. Before a base that's literally my go-to, especially when I use most of my jump shots, is the Cam Thomas, Oscar Robertson, Stephen Curry. You can change it from Stephen Curry. You can do Garland. You can do Colin Sexton. It's a lot of different releases that you could put at the end of this jump shot and change a few things. As we have it on max speed, a lot of people don't like going max speed. Some people just like doing quick, but I like my jump shot on very quick. And it's very consistent for me, especially when it comes to catch and shoots, off the dribbles. This is most of the ones that you're going to see almost every guard that's not starter 4 use when it comes to using a base. And if you're someone that likes the rhythm shoot, I definitely recommend you to end up switching it to quick versus very quick, so you could be able to actually time it. That's one thing I definitely can say. Then we have Kyrie Irving, Oscar Robertson, Darius Garland. Now, this one is on push. You can end up doing max speed, and then I actually recommend you to use max speed, because anything lower than max speed, Kyrie jump shot is not the fastest jump shot out of the bunches that I'm showing you, but I had this on 60-40, and look at this, I definitely recommend you to keep it on push, because anything on release, it feels like it's too slow, especially for a guard that's coming off the dribble most of the time. Catch and shoot is fine, but when it comes off the dribble, definitely want to be on max speed for a jump shot like this. It is somewhat a slower jump shot compared to other ones, like I said, but it's very easy to time. Once you end up getting used to like the step backs, or are you trying to quick stop off of this, you will be good. But now if you're someone that's a starter 4, now I told y'all the KPJ jump shot. Now you've started 4, KPJ, Oscar Robertson, Trae Young. You can change the secondary lead to Curry, Colin Sexton, Garland, or even Damian Lillard, even Luka Doncic as a secondary release. That's up to you, but with this one, I definitely have it on push. To me, I would say it's not better than Patty Mills, but it's still a great jump shot, especially for somebody that's a starter 4. And if you don't want to use Cam Thomas and things like that, I definitely will try to still use the KPJ over Cam Thomas, unless you really got Cam Thomas locked down in your bag. Now, for the times y'all keep asking me what jump shot I was using on my Curry video, I was using Patty Mills. Patty Mills jump shot, starter 4 unlock, Oscar Robertson, Damian Lillard. I told you as a secondary, you can use that Damian Lillard. But hey, you got this on push, or you can go release based on your timing. Some days I end up changing it up. I end up using push. Sometimes I end up going to release. It's just based on how your timing is. Like, some people might get the actual cue right off the first go and they just be hitting, but some people might be like, oh, I gotta tweak it a little. And I don't mind you tweaking a jump shot, because that's what you're supposed to do. But we all know about Patty Mills. Off the dribble, catch and shoot. Once you get used to the visual cue for Patty Mills, you're not gonna miss. Unless 2K wants you to miss, that's really gonna be the time that you really miss with a type of jump shot like this. And it's hard to contest. But for my builds that's 6'5" all the way to 6'9", we got Carmelo Anthony jump shot base. Now I'm gonna give y'all some of the best bases, but Carmelo is up there, especially if you're a catch and shooter. I definitely recommend you to try this out. Like I told y'all before, the J.R. Smith, the Carmelo Anthony's, those are jump shot bases that you definitely want to try out. And it's easy to time. That's one thing I definitely say. It's an easy and timeable jump shot. Then we got Malcolm Brogdon. Now they changed Malcolm Brogdon. He used to jump higher than this. They made it that he doesn't jump this high since we got pro playing the game. But the jump shot is still fluent. Once you put your releases that you like on here, you can end up using this. Then with the Kobe Bryant, don't sleep on Kobe Bryant base. It might not be the fastest, but it's a very good visual cue when it comes to timing your jump shots. If you throw Oscar Robertson or Sadiq Bey or something like that, or some other release. Then you got the Jarrett Culvers. Jarrett Culver is the best base in the game. Jarrett Culver is literally like the T-Mac. It's a brother of the T-Mac. You want to use Jarrett Culver. It's going to be hard for people to get contest on you. This is the most #1 used jump shot, especially for builds that's 6'5" all the way to 6'9". It don't matter if you ISO, it don't matter if you spot up, it don't matter if you pick and pop, it don't matter if you catch and shoot. You're going to be able to knock down shots with the Jarrett Culver once you get the actual feel for it. Then you got Gordon Hayward. I told y'all about Gordon Hayward. It's similar to Kobe, but it's a little bit faster, and you might end up having to use this on quick versus very quick, because the timing, you might have to put it on release as well if you use that Gordon Hayward. But now Justin Holiday, like I told y'all about Patty Mills. Patty Mills for big builds is literally this Justin Holiday base. It's very similar, but I'm gonna be honest, it's not Patty Mills fully effect. Like the shot contest is not gonna be the same that you get with Patty Mills. Justin Holiday, you get you that effect, but it's not fully like a Patty Mills actual contest, because y'all know it's hard to contest that Patty Mills jump shot. Then we got Jordan Nwora, a fast up and down jump shot. This is more of a lockdown jump shot that you're gonna end up using on release. Then you got J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith is one of those ones. This is a very easy and timeable jump shot. No matter if you're a popper, a lockdown, or you're just someone that just play catch and shoot and you're not really like a dribbler like that, this is a nice little jump shot that you can use. Then we got the Jalen Tyson, underrated one, but a lot of people are on it, especially in the Pro-Am community. Pro-Am players, I see them using this Jalen Tyson, having very efficient games with it. And look, for the jump shots, I end up putting a little bit more jump shots for my 6'5s to 6'9s. I told y'all about the J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith, somewhere around push, a little bit past push. With Oscar Robertson, Luka Doncic, if you want to change that secondary release, you can. Then we got it on 1585 while it's somewhat past push. Now, this is a great catch and shoot jump shot, especially for my poppers, my lockdowns, if you can't get Jared Cover. Now, I will take Jared Cover over this anytime, but this is a good jump shot that has a good visual cue. As you see, the flick every single time, and you can shoot from limitless with this. This is a build with only a 7'8" three-pointer. Now, you'll be able to knock down some shots, I'm telling you. This is one of those jump shots. Then you got the Jared Cover. This is my go-to. Jared Cover, Oscar Robertson, Kyle Korver. Pass a little bit push, 60-40. This is the one for the lockdowns, the poppers, even off the ISO. If you ISOing and you cooking up, I use this when I'm even on my Bron build, my LaMelo build. Like when I'm ISOing up and I'm on a build that's that tall, I usually gonna end up using that Jared Cover. Then we got the Jalen Tyson, Sadiq Bey, Oscar Robertson with a 40-60 blend, max speed, somewhat close to the release point. And I'm gonna be honest, I would prefer this morely just catch and shoot. If you're someone that's trying to dribble and trying to shoot with this, I won't even recommend it. Just catch and shoot only. So if you're a popper, lockdown, all those type of things, or you someone that just want to catch and shoot, use this. But when it comes to the ISO, do not try to use this jump shot to ISO. I'm telling you, you're gonna get a weird hitch if you try to quick stop or you trying to hit a move. It's gonna give you a weird animation. Then we got Scottie Pippen, Troy Brown Jr., Oscar Robertson. Now this is going to be on push, max speed. You can even make it slower to just quick, and it's going to be 30-70 blend. Now this jump shot, you can rhythm shoot with it, or you can just shoot with square. If you're going to rhythm shoot with this, it's timeable with max speed, but I definitely would say put it on quick versus very quick if you're going to try to rhythm shoot with this jump shot. And if you don't like the Scottie Pippen base, you could try Clyde Drexler. I know a lot of y'all be like, Clyde Drexler. It's literally the same base. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Clyde and Scottie Pippen got the same base. It's just based on preference. One is faster than the other one. One of them might actually feel more better when it comes to shooting the ball. So that's just your preference. If you're going to end up trying Clyde or Scottie, there's going to be the same a little bit. One's just faster than the other one. It's all about preference when it comes to shooting with this jump shot. Now the next one, we got the Jared Cover again. We got Jared Cover, Oscar Robertson, Troy Brown Jr. Now the push is a little bit past push, and we got max speed 70-30. Troy Brown Jr., Kyle Korver, Oscar Robertson, even Sadiq Bey are my main ones that I would want to use when it comes to releases on builds like this. Especially if you can get Luka Doncic as a secondary release, I definitely would recommend that. But for my big builds that's 6'10" all the way to 7'3", hey man, giving y'all the best bases y'all can use. Chris Bosh is up there. Now if you can unlock Chris Bosh, I definitely recommend to use it because you literally can shoot over people. If you're 7 foot, you're literally shooting over everybody. But if you got a low 3-point rating and you want a decent base, use that Andre Drummond. But the most used jump shot base in the game so far is that Jonathan Isaac base. I use it myself. It's a good base to use. It's definitely up there with the David Robinson. Then you got Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom is one of the ones that slept on. I definitely would say give it a chance, but if you don't like how it's set up, hey man, you can throw it away. David Robinson, this is up there with my top 3 bases. David Robinson is one of my top 3 bases you can use. It is a David Robinson jump shot in this video as well. Then we got a new one that I added into the list in the last video, is Jabari Smith Jr. And if you can unlock MPJ base, I definitely recommend you to try Michael Porter Jr. base. Then we got PJ Washington. So all my builds that got low 3-point ratings like the 77s, the 76s, you can try out that PJ Washington as well. Then we got Dwayne Dedman. Dwayne Dedman base is cool too. Then we got Yusuf Missy. Yusuf Missy is one of those bases that's super fast. You can get it with a low 3-point rating, but this base is maybe one of the fastest bases in the game, to be honest, for a big build. You barely jump off the ground, but this base is maybe one of the fastest bases you can use on a big build. But now look, we got Jabari Smith Jr., Charles Bassey, then we got Jaren Jackson Jr. We're using release 40-60 blend, and it's going to be on quick. Now if you want to put it on very quick, you can, but I'm gonna end up having it on quick so I'll be able to rhythm shoot with this. So I'm on a 7'1" right now, and this is what I can fade with it. I can catch and shoot with it. It's a very good up and down jump shot. Now if you're someone that wants to combo up and dribble with it, you can, especially on a build like this. Like I only got like a 60 ball handle, and I can still do a move off the dribble and then pull up, and it's going to end up being green. Like it's easy when you end up practicing your jump shot and you got the hot spots. It's going to be an easy thing to use. Then we got Jonathan Isaac, DeMarcus Cousins, Jaren Jackson Jr. max speed, on release, 40-60 blend. If you want to change the blend a little bit, make it more like 70 instead of 60, you can. But this jump shot right here, I actually like it because you really jump. I always like the jump shots that I jump with, especially on tall builds like this, because they're very hard to contest. If you're a 7-footer or 7'3", it's going to be hard to contest somebody with these type of jump shots. Then we got Jonathan Isaac again, MPJ, and Bobby Portis Jr. Somewhat pass push, 35-65 max speed. Now this one right here, you can end up rhythm shooting with. I'm gonna be honest, you can rhythm shoot with this one if you want to change the speed to like quick instead of very quick. But I feel like even with quick, you still can rhythm shoot. But if you want to consistently rhythm shoot with this jump shot, I definitely will put this speed on quick. Now this is a cool little jump shot. It's up and down. Like I told y'all, that Jonathan Isaac is maybe one of the hands down the best jump shots in the game, especially for the big builds this year. But I know Chris Bosh is up there as well. But y'all know I'm a little bit biased for the David Robinson base. But you know, I'm gonna tell you this now, Jonathan Isaac is up there. Then the next one, we got David Robinson, LaMarcus Aldridge, Julius Randle. You can change the secondary release to like Bobby Portis or Jaren Jackson Jr. So something else, if you want something else, you can. This jump shot is very fast. That's one thing I can say. This jump shot is very fast to use. Like, it is very fast. And I definitely would recommend it if you got longer arms. And if you thought that jump shot fast, this jump shot right here, Yusuf Missy, and then you got Dirk, and with Kevin Love, this jump shot on release, max speed, 60-40. If you want to slow down this jump shot, you can. You can put it on quick, very quick or quick. It's still going to be fast. I'm going to be honest. If you got a low 3-point rating, you can use this jump shot. It's similar to Set Shot 25 or Isaac Bonga now, but I'm gonna be honest, it's a fast jump shot. Like the other jump shot you might thought was fast. This one right here, you don't really jump off the ground. It's really all arms. Your shot is literally all arms, and it's very fast. That's why I said you can use it on very quick, or you can use it on quick. You're still gonna be able to time it. Just once you get the visual cue down, it's gonna be money almost every single time. But with all the jump shots I gave y'all out today, I know there's something in this video that's gonna end up helping you become a better shooter. If it's a base, a dribble pull-up, or even a jump shot I gave you, or even gave you an actual release setup that y'all might end up using. But look, man, if you haven't yet, make sure y'all boys drop a like on the video. Make sure y'all boys subscribe, turn on notifications if y'all haven't yet, and make sure you check out the 2 videos on the screen, man.